This is KCTV English News. I'm Nick Brontes. The 11th Jeju Provincial Council ended its 367th provisional session Friday. In his closing speech, Speaker Kim Tae-seok expressed his dismay that the body was ushering in the new year with many issues unresolved. That list includes the conflict surrounding the building of the island's second airport, environmental degradation, and the contracting local tourism sector. Regarding the governor's conditional approval of the nation's first for-profit hospital, despite public opinion against the facility, the speaker said he was concerned about the consequences of and responsibility for ignoring deliberative democracy. Finally, he urged officials at the Office of Education to consider its basic policy principles in response to the office employees demanding higher wages and better working conditions. During that final council session on Friday, one local lawmaker pressed the governor regarding suspicions about indirect investment in Greenland International Hospital by domestic capital. Hong Myung-hwan argued that a Chinese company that was suspected of making an indirect investment in 2015 when the project began was still listed as part of the hospital's medical network. He asked that the original documents for the development plans be publicly released. In response, Governor Won Hee-kyung said it was true that the Chinese company had joined the project as part of the medical network. He denied that was a problem, though, saying that if it were, the Ministry of Health and Welfare wouldn't have authorized the project. Medical officials are urging caution because of the soaring number of locals coming down with the flu. The provincial government says the number of outpatients infected with the influenza virus grew from 13 per 1,000 local residents in November to 50 per 1,000 within just 1 month. The occurrence rate is increasing in people aged between 7 and 18. Local officials are asking everyone to pay closer attention to personal hygiene. They are also urging anyone whose temperature surpasses 38 degrees to seek medical treatment. Researchers say that the best way to utilize the outdated Jeju City Citizens Hall is to remodel the building both above and below ground while preserving the existing structure. The agency hired to study the feasibility of utilizing the 50-year-old building has released its final report on the project. The company suggested preserving the existing structure but transforming it into a state-of-the-art 5-floor building with 2 underground levels. Researchers say that's the most effective way to preserve the building's architectural and historic value while improving its safety and use. Jeju City plans to begin detailed discussions about the project before starting the step-by-step process of implementing it. The Ministry of Health and Welfare has said Jeju City's work to foster self-support among its citizens is excellent. The ministry assessed local governments across the nation in how well they backed self-support work and asset formation. One of the companies designated and being run by the city, the Jeju-da Agricultural Corporation, was named an excellent firm for its work creating jobs for the vulnerable. 10 corporations and 500 people are taking part in this kind of work here in Jeju City. The island is now home to the Jeju Innovation Growth Center. Officials say it will support startups and companies involved in high-tech sectors. Joseph Kim reports.
The Jeju Innovation Growth Center opens in the building previously owned by Manual in the Jeju Science Park. The institute will serve as a center for high technology and innovation. Seoul has chosen self-driving electric vehicles and information and communications technology-based arts industries as fields to advance on the island. The Jeju Innovation Growth Center, in which research institutes and startups reside, will be jointly operated by the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology and the Korea National University of Arts.
전혀 다른 과학과 예술이라고 하는 이 완전히 겹치지 않는 것 같은 이런 분야들끼리는 오히려 융합의 가능성이 훨씬 더 크고 또 서로가 서로에게 큰 도움을 주리라고 생각을 합니다.
The Jeju Innovation Growth Center has working offices, laboratories, and art spaces in it to facilitate cooperation between the two sectors. The center will not only support startups, but also help find the right investors.
나아가 4차 산업혁명 시대의 신산업 창출 거점 역할을 수행할 제주 혁신성장센터는 제주 미래 성장 기반을 앞당길 수 있으리라고 기대합니다.
An increasing number of startups are launching their business on or moving to the island, and they will be able to receive support from the Jeju Innovation Growth Center. Joseph Kim, KCTV.
Get into the holiday spirit at the Jeju Winter Festival, where you can enjoy music, Christmas lights, and other attractions in the heart of old Jeju City. Ring in the new year and catch the first rays of 2019 at the Seongsan Sunrise Festival. Pick fruit, ride horses, feed farm animals, and more at QAD Natural Park's Camellia Festival, which is running through the end of January. Christmas skies will cloud up later in the day. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 3 and the afternoon high 10 degrees. In Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 6 and 12. Eastern regions around Seongsan, the low before lunch will be 2, and the high later on, 10 degrees. Across the island in Gosan, temperatures will range from 5 to 10. And the morning low up on the mountain at Songpanak will be 2 degrees below zero, and the afternoon high 5 above. Out on the water, winds will be out of the north and northeast at 7 to 11 meters per second, and seas will be relatively calm. And here's a look ahead at the extended forecast. And that brings us to the end of today's newscast. Everyone here would like to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas. 시청자 여러분, 고맙습니다.